Hi everyone, Josh here. I hope you're all doing well. So this is part two of the How to Make Money with Amazon FBA for Newbies UK edition series. If you haven't already seen part one, then go back and watch that. There's a link below this video in the description, take you back to part one. If you haven't, you should go watch that because we talk about what Amazon FBA is and how it works. But in this video, I want to talk to you about how you actually make money with Amazon FBA, because it's all very well and good knowing what it is and how it works, but unless we can use it to our advantage, why do we even care? So that's what we're going to be covering in this video. How do you actually make money with Amazon FBA? Now, the thing is, there are lots of different ways in which you can make money with Amazon FBA. And the main thing that differs is how you actually source the stock that you sell on Amazon. Because there are some other strategies that utilize digital products, but for the most part, we're selling physical products, toys, jewelry, household essentials, kitchenware, sporting equipment, that kind of stuff, right? And everybody is selling all of that kind of thing, but the means in which you source that product to sell on Amazon is what separates the strategies and what separates kind of beginner from intermediate and advanced strategies. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the strategies that you could utilize to make money with Amazon FBA. So I've put together a little table here showing you the three main strategies that are used amongst Amazon sellers, what kind of budget you might expect in terms of whether it's not a lot, a little bit, or quite a lot, and the experience level that you're going to need in order to execute on this successfully. So at the top here, I'm just going to get my little laser pointer out. We've got private label as the first strategy. Now, private label is, for those of you that don't know, that's when you import stuff from China. Generally, that's kind of an everyday product, and you put your own label, your own packaging, and your own brand name to it. It's quite an advanced strategy. Lots of people do start here, which I don't think is a smart idea, because Amazon is a huge ecosystem, and unless you have a good understanding of how that ecosystem works, I think you're going to struggle when you first get started with private label, especially in 2022 and beyond. When I'm recording this video, because 7 or 8 years ago it was a little easier, but things have moved on quite a bit since in that system, and the competition is quite high. So I would say you need to be an advanced seller in terms of Amazon selling already if you're going to utilize this, and the budget you're going to need is relatively high, because you're importing multiples of one product, say like 500 to 1,000 of just one thing, and because of that, your risk is increased. So that is private label, high budget for advanced Amazon sellers. The next strategy I've got here is wholesale, and this is obviously when you buy from wholesale companies that sell directly to other businesses who resell their products. So budget-wise, sort of mid-range budget for an intermediate seller. Once again, I wouldn't recommend anybody going straight into this, because there are some things you need to know and understand about Amazon, how it works, how the platform works, and before you dive into something like that. Which brings me to what I consider to be the perfect strategy for beginners. There's an extremely low barrier to entry, and it's what's known as online and retail arbitrage. They are, in fact, two separate strategies: online arbitrage and retail arbitrage, but they're kind of one and the same thing. And this is where we quite simply buy products from everyday retail and online shops at a low price, and we resell those products back on Amazon for a higher price, and obviously turn a profit. The budget that you need for this, it can be very low. Like literally, you can get started with as much as a few £100, not even that, and it is perfect for an absolute beginner. Now, don't be put off by the fact that this is a beginner strategy, thinking you're not going to be able to make crazy money with it, because you would be wrong. I work with over 350 people on this particular strategy, and many of those have gone on to make multiple 5 figures per month in sales through those strategies alone. In fact, just through online arbitrage with a bit of retail arbitrage mixed in, which I think you'll agree is very impressive. So it is entirely possible to utilize a beginner strategy to make like life-changing money. So those are, so I'm going to highlight online and retail arbitrage there, because we are talking about how to make money using Amazon FBA as a beginner in the UK marketplace. My recommendation to you would be online arbitrage, and I recommend that to you as someone who has done all of the above. I've made money with wholesale, I've made money with private label. But as far as risk, experience, budget, and everything goes, online and retail arbitrage is your best bet for getting started. And you can absolutely move into and diversify into these other two strategies later on. Once you understand the ecosystem, once you understand how things work, by all means evolve into wholesale as well. Add a private label product into the mix, and you'll have an unstoppable force. But a great place to start is down here with online and retail arbitrage. So let's have a quick look at how it works. So we start with some money. We go to retail stores for retail arbitrage. We buy products at a low price. We advertise them on Amazon for a higher price. We sell them for a profit. So we end up with a multiple of what we put in, which is cool, right? And then for online arbitrage, the exact same thing occurs, except for we're buying from online stores. So this is location independent. We don't need to get in the car and drive to the shops. We can literally do it from our smartphones. We list those products for sale on Amazon once again for a higher price, sell them for a profit. And then after all things said and done, we take our profits, we reinvest them into the front end, and that's how we grow our businesses over time, right? So I said earlier on, you can literally start online and retail arbitrage, or OA and RA for short, with a much smaller amount than you can with wholesale and with private label. Wholesale requires minimum order quantities, minimum order values, and like delivery charges and things like that. Private label, same thing, minimum order quantity of like 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 units, depends on what you're buying. And of course, you don't actually know if what you're buying is going to sell by the time it lands with Amazon. So this is why this is a super low barrier to entry strategy that works for anybody just getting started. By reinvesting all of your profits that you get in the early days, you can grow your sales every single month and have a booming business in a reasonably short space of time. So how much does it cost to get started with an Amazon FBA business? How much does it cost? How much do you think? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be covering in part 3 of how to make money for using Amazon FBA for newbies series. That's in the next video. So there's a link in the description below this video. You can go and watch a part 3. And in the meantime, if you're interested in getting started, I've got a free Facebook group where we've got UK-based sellers talking about making money using the Amazon FBA strategies. And if you want a full in-depth training from me, if you go to resellersecrets.co.uk/training, that's available for you to watch on demand. And I'll take you through, I'll tell you a little bit about my story and show you behind the scenes how I've been able to make a full-time income using the online and retail arbitrage strategies, and how you can do it for yourselves as well. Alright guys, so I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have, give me a like. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.